Welcome back to the channel. Right, I know I haven't been uploading a lot in the past like week. Actually, I haven't uploaded anything in the past week because I've been revising, bro. You lot do not know how annoying fucking exams are, man. I mean, you all know, but bro, I've been doing mad revision, doing all that, getting all nines, if you know what I'm saying. Nah, I'm joking, trying. We're on the way there. Anyways, I'm finally back to cubing. I don't think I have that many exams to revise for or whatever. Now we're finally back in cubing. I thought, what better way to get back into cubing with ranking my favorite step of C4. Just for reference, no, PLL is not my favorite step at all, unless I get one of my favorite PLLs, or a PLL skip. But that's different, man. That's different. So I've got all 21 PLL cases, with an extra case, as you can see, over here, which is the PLL skip case. My bad if I sound like dead right now because I actually have a cold. I have a massive. Let's start. So I think it's put these in like order of how they appear on some sort of website. I don't know, but 2021. You know, I think about it, right? 2021 was a solid 4 years ago, and my mind's still stuck in 22. Yeah, when I think of 5 years ago, yeah, I think of 2017, not 2020. When I think of 10 years ago, I don't know why I'd think of 10 years ago. When I think of 10 years ago, I think of 2014, not 2012. Like my mind's like stuck on different years for different things. But anyways, this is what we got here. Let's start with the actual video. So we've got the A. I believe this is the AA perm. I'm just gonna go AA, AB, GA, GB, GC, GD, just in order because I actually don't know them by name. I just know them by algorithm. Starting off with the A perm. The A perm's a classic PLO. I think it's one of the first ones that people learn. There's nothing like really hard about it except the rotation. It's hard to understand the rotation, but nowadays there are always videos to teach you what rotations mean. I don't even know what rotations mean. I just know that there's a rotation on the A perm. I don't even know which rotation it is. If I get this PLO in itself, I won't be happy about it, but it's not that bad. I give it a solid B tier, right? So this A perm is gonna be the worst A perm for me because I'm not left-handed. Because I'm not left-handed, I find this one a little bit harder to do versus the other A perm. This A perm is like, it's not that bad, but it's slightly difficult for me to like finger trick and stuff. This A perm, however, I just straight up, it is really bad. It's really bad for me. So I'd give it a solid C tier. You know, it's not horrible, right? But it's not that bad. Matter of fact, let me just move it up to C. Let me just move it up to B tier. But I'm gonna put it at the bottom of B tier. So I'll move that eventually, right? Fun fact, I absolutely hate the E-perm. Like, when I get it in Solve, it's a fun algorithm to do, but it's taking the piss. I feel like 90% of the times I do an E-perm, I end up with a Z-perm because I don't know how to recognize specifically which orientation you're meant to do it in. Because the algorithm, it swaps like 2 pieces, and if you swap the wrong 2 pieces around, well, it swaps all 4 corner pieces, and if you swap them the wrong way around, it gives you a Z-perm, and that's really annoying. So for me, this is a C-tier algorithm. I absolutely hate it. Not only is it annoying to learn for beginners, half the time you don't even get it right. Like, come on. F-perm. Now, F-perm isn't actually that bad when you think about it, right? Because F-perm, there's like a specialized algorithm for it. Yeah, sure, there's its own algorithm. But the one that I use is basically like, it's based off of the J-perm. It's got some setup moves, and then you undo them at the end of the J-perm. It's not that difficult to do. It's not that difficult to finger trick. And it was surprisingly easy for me to learn, actually. It's not even a bad algorithm. I don't mind getting it solved. I'd put it solid B tier. Now, here we get into these lot here. The fucking dickheads of PLLs, right? I'm only able to recognize G-perms by where the headlights are and by where the block is. I don't actually know the names of them or any of the orientations or whatever pieces it moves. I don't know that. All I know is the headlights and there's block. This PLL here with the headlights there and the block right next to it on the other side, I love it. I absolutely love getting this PLL. I have no problem with getting this PLL. However, the only drawback of it is you need to move 2 layers simultaneously with your left hand, and that gets a little bit confusing when you have to move the U and the D layers at the same time. It's a little bit confusing, but you know, you get the hang of it after a while. I don't mind getting this one in solves. This one's actually not that bad, in my personal opinion. I don't mind it. It's really not that bad, so I'll give it a solid B tier. However, this one, I absolutely fucking hate this one, right? I hate the ones where the headlights in the block are in opposite places on the cube. That is the worst case ever for me, and I hate it. I actually fucking hate it so much, right? I fucking hate it because first I need to figure out which side it's on. I'm normally expecting this one. I'm always expecting that one when I get a G-perm. I'm not expecting this. Then I need to figure out which side it is and which version of the algorithm I need to do, the left hand or the right hand version. Then I need to move to the side and do it. And sometimes I mess it up. It's fucking horrible. I hate this algorithm with a passion. I hate it with a passion. this one, same goes for the first one. There's nothing really wrong with it. It's just quite annoying that like 2 moves at once, but it's not that bad. And yet again, this algorithm, it's not as bad as the other one because that's the lefty version and this is the right hand version, and I'm right-handed, so obviously I'm gonna find this one easier. So I'd put it at the back. I'd put it at the very back of. I don't really have a problem. Right, now we're getting into the easy one, the super easy algorithms, which is, in my opinion, perm is one of the first ones you should learn. Not because it's a good learning order, but because it's probably the easiest PLO ever. Literally, there's an alternate algorithm where if you just do M2U infinitely, you will end up with an perm. You don't even need to do M2U, M2U2. It's literally just M2U infinitely, and then you'll end up with an perm being done. That being said, it is absolutely the best algorithm ever. Did I just say ever? Eighth dimension. Nah. But that being said, it is the best algorithm ever. I fucking done it again. How fucking stupid about how have I done this shit again? It's a very good algorithm and it's actually not that bad when you think about it. I don't know why I'm saying when you think about it. It's just a really good algorithm. Now let's get on to the perms. The perms are not bad algorithms, okay? Shouts for my boy perm, you know, my goat inspired me to do all this shit. But left-hand perm, no, it's kind of weird because normally left-hand algorithms for me are quite bad. I actually fuck with this perm, you know. This perm is quite a good algorithm overall. I would definitely take it over every other algorithm on this list except the perm. So that being said, I believe it is a solid A tier. There's nothing really wrong with it besides it being left-handed, and it's quite easy to finger trick, you know, when you get used to it, as is all algorithms, but this one specifically is quite. Now we have, I believe this is the perm, and this is one of the easiest algorithms ever. It's actually a very easy algorithm, and it's a very easy algorithm. It's applicable on 3x3 and 2x2 if you use Ortega method, which is what I use. It's a really good algorithm. It's very easy to finger trick. It's not that long, and it's very easy for a beginner to learn. It's one of the first ones I learned, and from perm, of course, so I'd give it a solid 8. As a matter of fact, I'll put it at the top of 8 because I like. Now here we are at the perms. This might be a hot take, but I don't think perms are that bad. Now let me cook for a second, right? This perm, I have absolutely zero problem with this perm. You know, it's annoying to get in songs because it's annoying to get in solves because it's the longest PLL algorithm I think there is. I don't think it's as bad as getting a perm, especially these types of perms, because then I need to recognize it and all that shit. I do not mind getting this in solves because the algorithm I used to use, it was shit. I hated it. I always hated it. Then I learned that like the perm, there was a perm variation of it where you do some setup moves and then you do a perm and then undo those setup moves and then you end up with a solved cube. Now after learning that, I actually don't hate this perm at all. I believe this is the NA perm. I don't hate it at all. It's an alright algorithm. I've been drilling it actually today. I was drilling this algorithm and I think I've gotten quite good at it. In my humble opinion, this algorithm is not bad. I would take this over all of these. I would take this over all of these cases in a heart. Now that being said, this is a different story. This perm is a very different story, okay? There is a very solid difference between these two perms. One being that I don't even think I know the algorithm for this one. I learned the original algorithm for this one, then I mirrored it over to the NB perm, and I've forgotten the original algorithm, so I don't think I can even mirror it anymore, and mirroring the perm variation is too much effort. That being said, I absolutely hate this algorithm, and it will be at the bottom of D tier. PLL skip, it's self-explanatory, top of S tier. Who doesn't like a good PLL skip? But you need to train yourself for it. Well, that's what I'm saying. You need to train yourself to get a PLL skip so that whenever you get a PLL skip, you're not waiting there for 10 seconds like, oh, which PLL case is this? Which PLL case? Which did I miss it? What do I need to do? Oh shit, it's a PLL skip. And then just drop the fucking cube and put your hand down on the timer instead of looking for a case that isn't there. I need to train myself to do that. But when you train yourself to do that, you best believe this is the luckiest case you can ever get. Now let's go on to the perms. Yeah, again, I believe I learned the perms originally as like its own algorithm, but then I learned a variation of it like a perm. I don't think it's like a set moves and a perm. It's not. It's like, it's just extremely similar to a perm in my opinion. I don't think it's a direct copy of it, but it's very similar, and for that reason this one will go in a solid. I'll give it at the top of B tier because I don't mind getting it in solves. I just need to learn to finger trick it properly. However, this is the first time you'll ever hear me say this, right? The lefty version is better because the main problem with me is that I cannot do U2 flick moves with my left hand. This variant makes me do it with my right hand. So easily an S tier algorithm for me. I absolutely love because it's one of my fastest PLL algorithms ever. Now My favorite PLL algorithm ever. I would gladly take a T-perm over a PLL skip. Fight me for it. I will beat the shit out of you. Nah, I'm joking. Fight me about it. This is the best algorithm ever. I will take it over a PLL skip because at least I'm doing something instead of spending 3 years recognizing that it's a skip. All right, that's my call. Right, so now we have the U-perms. I don't have anything against the U-perms, and I actually quite like them because they're really short algorithms, and both of them, they're about the exact same for me. I have no preference between them at all. I used to have a preference towards the first one, the UA perm, because I just thought it was easier, but now I have absolutely no preference. They're both about the same for me, and they're both A-tier algorithms, but they're both 100% above the J perm. So there's no real order for the A-tier list, right, between the U-perms. They're about the same for me, and I have no real preference. I just like them both. V-perm. Let's talk about this. A lot of people hate getting the V-perms in their solves, but hot take, I absolutely love getting a V-perm myself. V-perm is one of my favorite algorithms, and I will happily put in an S because it's the most satisfying algorithm. Not only that, but I think it holds the medal for the best cubing finger trick ever, and I just really like how you finger trick. And not only that, but for some reason, whenever I'm just like fucking AFKing, watching YouTube or playing a video game or whatever, and I'm AFKing, I'll just randomly pick up my Rubik's Cube and start doing V-perms for a solid like 3 hours straight, and then all of a sudden it's the easiest algorithm for me without even trying. It's like subconsciously I just start doing that shit, and it's so good because what used to be my least favorite algorithm is now one of my favorite, and I can do it. I can't do it fast, but it's really satisfying to do, so I quite love it. I wouldn't take it over a PLL skip. It's an S-tier algorithm. Okay, now we have the Y-perm. So the Y-perm it's an algorithm for sure. It helped me learn another OLL case. I don't know what it's called, but it helped me learn an alternative algorithm for another OLL case. It's quite useful to learn this actually, because when you're doing 3 blind, I believe the second algorithm that you need to learn for it when you're matching up the corners, although it's a variation of that algorithm, but whatever. Either way, this is one of the first algorithms I think they make you learn, and it's really important because in 2x2 you also use it, but honestly, I don't like the finger trick on it. I really don't like having to go down with my thumb and then back up and then go back up at the end. I really don't like it. And for that reason, I will put it at the top of beta because it's really not that good of an algorithm. Now, finally, after all this yapping on and on about algorithms. Now, I wanted to correct myself in the beginning of the video. I mentioned that when you get an E perm and you mess it up, it leads to a Z perm. I wanna clear something up, right? I said Z perm by accident. I did not actually mean a Z perm. I meant it leads to an H perm, and I know why I got confused because half of the time when I do a Z perm it ends up at an H perm, and I mess up the correlation between the two. Then I thought this leads to a Z perm, so my bad, but I want to clear that up. But first of all, Z perm, it's an algorithm for sure. It's definitely an algorithm. It's not a good algorithm, let's be honest. It could be so much better considering it's an M slice. Considering it's only swapping edges, it could be a much better algorithm. Unfortunately, it's just not, and that's just something we as cubers have to accept, that it just doesn't live up to the standard of edge swapping algorithm. And that really sucks because not only is it a bad algorithm, in my opinion, if you don't use the right orientation while doing the algorithm, it'll just give you an H perm and make you do another algorithm and make you even slower. So for that reason, it's an absolutely horrible algorithm. It's an absolutely horrible case. And in retrospect, when you think of it, yeah, normally you think of it, okay, it's a Z perm, there's nothing really good about it, there's nothing really bad about it. But when you think about the fact if you do it wrong, you have to do another algorithm. You may have to do another algorithm, yeah, maybe just an H perm though, but it's still another algorithm. You have a 50% chance of doing 2 algorithms, which is another 2 seconds of your time done. I'm gonna put this at the bottom of C, and as I said in the beginning, I'm gonna put this A perm at the back of B tier. And this is the final list. This is the final list we went up to. This is my objectively right opinion on which PLLs are the best, and if anybody wants to go against this, come fight me for it. I dare you. You won't. But in my humble opinion, this is a very good, very accurate list of PLLs. And I hope that you guys all believe in the same thing as me here. And yeah, thanks for watching this video. I'm sorry for not uploading any shorts this week. I'll promise I'll get back to it eventually. I can't guarantee anything, you know, but I'll get back to it eventually. And yeah, thanks for watching.